Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Okay, we're live.
Recording.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Feature Friday Plus. Today we are joined by the whole band of Magnus Haven. Hello, guys. Welcome.
What's
Let's
up,
go.
guys? Let's go.
What's up? Hi.
Oh my God! All the
What's
way from
up?
Manila.
Hi from the Philippines.
Let's
Woo-hoo.
go. Nice, man. How are you guys? How is everything right now?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Go,
I
Raj.
believe
Go,
that
Raj.
everything is doing smooth.
That's good. That's good.
Going smoothly, yeah.
How is the gigging scene right now in the Philippines? Like live performances for you guys?
Our live performances. Actually, we don't have much gigs like there are many people around in front of us, but we do live guestings on different TV shows
Nice.
like that, and
Congrats. That's awesome. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's class. I think one of the things that we're noticing more, especially now because of the whole pandemic, is like online shows and kind of like,
Yeah.
for example, the way we guys found you was, through the magnificent Wish Bus
Yeah.
performance you guys did,
Yeah.
which was fucking unbelievable, by the
It's
way.
amazing.
It was really,
Like
really good.
2 years ago, video.
Yeah, the one you guys did
Yeah,
two
that
years
was-
ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
The thing is, I also saw, I think maybe you performed, is it Landas, like 3 months ago in the
Yeah,
Wish Bus
yes,
again?
yes.
But
Yes,
I
yes.
watched it,
Yeah.
so we couldn't check it out on the channel because I checked it out in my own time.
It was freaking
Yeah.
brilliant.
And then Bali was like, Efra, you cheated. You can't watch stuff, on the channel because we want to share it. So I thought, I think you guys have another one, the Wish Bus. I forgot the name of it, but there's a few that we still
Multo.
yet. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Multo. Yeah.
So there's a few more we get to check out, but it should be super fun actually to check out more and stuff. But it's unbelievable what you guys are able to do together as a band. It's class stuff.
Yes, at first it was so hard, especially this month last year, because when the pandemic broke out, we didn't exactly know what to do. So we had to adjust. We had to record at in our own homes.
Uh-huh.
And right now, I am happy to say that we are working on our first album.
Woohoo!
Let's go.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
yes.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, so it's kind of like a big step ahead of us because before we were just releasing singles, Imahe, Landas, Muto, but now we have
Yeah.
talked about it and what if we released an album?
yeah.
I mean,
I
it would
think-
challenge our musicality, it would challenge the way of us being artists, and I'm happy to say that we are now improving because of this pandemic.
I
Well-
think that's fantastic. I couldn't be happier.
Hey,
you
what
guys.
happened, what happened to David?
Yeah,
Where
where
did
did
he
he
go?
go?
Just disappeared.
Well, everyone knows that internet here in the Philippines is very, you know.
Yes. Compared to where you are in London.
Agree.
I will not say anything about our connection.
I love that.
Hey, so fingers crossed, man. So far, so good. No. Let's hope David can just come back. But yeah, it's tell me a bit about that process as a group of sitting down and then thinking, okay, well, let's take things to the next level
Mhm.
and let's make our own album. Where did kind of the idea come from?
Right?
um,
Yes. Yeah.
I believe Luis will tell something about
Luis,
our
come on, man.
process.
Yeah, you can
You
tell
know?
us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as I mentioned before, it was a difficult process, but it was kind of fun because we learned something new.
Yeah.
We learned how to adjust to the situation, and we kind of miss each other actually because we rarely see each other, and I think that's one of the most challenging parts of creating this album is that we can't communicate personally.
Right.
We had to communicate like this via Zoom or something. Yes, we had to call each other.
So you haven't seen each other in a little bit.
Well, we see each other, but unlike before, we used to see each other every day. But
Right.
Of course.
nowadays, we only see each other twice a month or
Jeez.
That's
yes.
tough. That's very
Because
difficult.
we came from different places here in the Philippines,
Mm,
from south, north.
Yeah,
Right.
I see that. It's difficult though. It's difficult to have a combined project in such difficult times where you can actually get to see each other the same way. All respects to you guys. That must be really crazy.
It's weird as well, isn't it? Like how this might sound weird, but like being close to someone and actually having them in person and like physical touch or communicating in front of them makes things so different.
Mm.
Like the whole
Yeah,
online is cool, but it's so different when you're in person and
I know.
actually talking.
Well, a lot of people were watching on our live stream, like all of us, but they're just not used to that kind of music we're
Yeah.
performing on camera. The goosebumps is there, but
It's not the
in live
same.
performances, I
Yeah,
cannot.
it's difficult to describe, isn't it? It's like it's such a difficult feeling when you're live and different when you're actually there
Mhm.
live in this flesh, and then
Yeah.
when
Yes.
it's online, it's still good. Like I mean,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, man, you're still bloody good when it's online. But
Uh,
it, I can't wait to actually get the opportunity to see you guys live because it's completely different. Do you like it more recording in like studios or do you enjoy more live settings as a band?
well, everyone knows that live performances are the best.
Yeah,
Yes.
Of course.
Performing in front of a big crowd, cheering on you, shouting your name, your band name, your songs, singing
yeah.
your songs is. Whew,
Totally
I miss it.
different. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel you. I totally agree with you. I think it's a different experience to be on a studio setting though. Like it's
Yeah.
a completely different thrill. Like you get excited for other reasons, but
Mhm.
it's not the same thing like as when you have the crowd in front of you. That's
Well,
dope.
big crowd over that cameras on us,
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
big crowd is more giving us goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. It's fire.
What has been
Yeah.
then as a band kind of like your proudest moment live performing as a
Hmm.
band at the moment? Like the memory you guys all kind of agree, wow, that moment was fucking amazing. What
Okay.
moment has that been for you?
Well, my personal favorite live performance, I don't know if my bandmates will agree.
Yeah.
Um that would be when we perform in UP, like UP Fair.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
UP Fair, everyone knows that UP Fair
Big,
is one of the events here in the Philippines that
one of
famous
the biggest
artists,
events.
biggest
Yeah.
bands here in the Philippines are
Wow.
performing. So 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I
It's
was just an
basically like
audience by that
Coachella,
time.
right?
Coachella,
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Like
Yeah,
Coachella,
yeah.
but
yeah,
in the
For the
Philippines.
Yeah.
Philippines.
It's amazing.
Yes.
2 years ago or 3 years ago, maybe, but I was just an audience by that time.
Wow.
Like I was just shouting for my favorite band. Ooh, I want to perform on that stage.
Yeah.
And luckily, a year after that, we performed.
That's
That's
And yeah,
amazing.
We were
yeah,
the
I
ones on
know.
stage.
So I had it goosebumps right now. But
Oh,
yeah,
I bet.
like my dream was to perform on a big crowd, like shouting our song, or singing our song, and UP Fair fulfilled that dream to me. So
Oh, that's
that's
amazing. Well
that's
done,
my
you
favorite.
guys.
For me, guys, for me, Batangas gig.
Oh yeah.
Siya, ano, Batangas gig because that's where it all started.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
point.
well,
That's
We
great.
Yes.
performed in a university here in the Philippines,
Okay.
a state university here in the Philippines, and
Yeah.
it it went viral when we
wow.
upload
Nice.
that video.
That's
So
amazing.
tell us about how the
Hold on.
band.
I want to know everybody's memory because
Yeah.
this is so cool. It's like everyone has like a different one, but it's awesome.
Well, I think I share the same uh best memory with Ray,
Okay.
and well, because at first this is how what happened that night. During our first song, the students were like, okay, it's a good band. They were like chill, but then when we were getting to our final song, which was Imahe,
Yes.
when we do our live set, we always do Imahe as our last song. When Raji said, um, in Tagalog, para to sa mga taong pinagtagpo ngunit hindi tinadhana, it's like it's for people who met each other but not meant to be. And then the students were like, wow, they went wild.
That's
The
awesome.
crowd was
That's
wild.
perfect though.
Yeah.
I would go
And
wild.
then yeah, and then we started singing it. And then we when Raji went to the chorus part, he didn't sing, and then we were blown away because we heard everyone in the crowd singing the chorus. And for us, that was the first time. That was the first time that we heard um a lot of people singing our song. So for us, that was the best. That was the best
Well, I
memory and
really
our
don't
first
care if
memory.
I really don't care if my note is in the right pitch, but
No, it's because you get like you could easily get carried away
yeah.
but it's such a big moment though. Like I don't honestly I don't know what I would feel like, especially with your own creation, something that is so like close to heart, something that
Yeah.
everybody in the band has taken a part of. Papi, click ad.
Yeah,
I think
let David
David's
in.
back.
David's back.
Let's go.
Yay.
Yes.
Hey.
I wanted to Sean, what about your one?
Yeah.
What's your what's your memory that kind of like marked
Hello,
you a lot?
David. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, brother.
Well,
Can you
for
hear us?
me,
Welcome
it's
Go for it, Sean. Go for
Can you
it.
hear me properly?
Yes,
I
we
think
can hear you fine.
there's no connection. Hello, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Sean, sorry, you were saying your
Alright.
your best performing
So
memory.
my for me it's the performance we in Araneta Coliseum, right, guys? You know when the
Araneta Coliseum.
it's the big dome.
Oh,
You know?
wow.
Like
Yes.
Wembley Arena.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
gosh. How did that come about?
when we were performing, the crowd were, their cell phone lights, they went it up, and then it's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's like one of those movies.
I mean, it's the same. I don't even care about my voice by that time because the crowd is singing. You know.
Yeah. Like the crowd was carrying it for you. I love that. David, we were saying, we were asking everybody what their favorite live performance moment is for everybody. And I was just wondering what's yours as a band?
Well, personally.
Like personally, yeah.
Personally, my favorite.
Yes, dog.
Do you hear the dog?
Yeah, it's all right. He's welcome
It's
to the
fine,
party.
It's fine.
Actually, my favorite performance also is. Oh my god. Can I answer?
The dog is answering.
Yeah, the dog has an opinion.
Dude, you've no idea how like lucky we are as well, because our neighbor is like fucking refurbishing the whole house. So yesterday it was just machinery.
It was horrible. And I was like, oh my God, what if this happens during the podcast? We're going to have to stop.
We got so lucky.
You're lucky.
So don't worry about the dog, David.
Yeah. So tell us about your memory.
The dog is still going, I think.
Oh, my favorite performance maybe is when I think it is also when we performed in Araneta Coliseum,
Okay.
because as Raji said a while ago, all the people are enjoying our performance, and there are thousands of crowds. I think, yeah. I think there are almost 1,000 crowds out there, and it was really unexpected because everyone was singing, and we didn't have to sing.
That's awesome.
All we do is, guys, stick with us, and everybody was performing with us actually, and I think that was my favorite performance
That's like
in our bands.
like a dream come true, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And especially because, and I'm sure I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this, but it's like, by the way, who did we lose? Luis?
Sorry again.
It's okay.
Don't worry, man. No worry.
We'll just get him
internet stuff.
back whenever he wants to come back. You just get him back.
But again, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. But it's like music, the music industry, it's ruthless. It's hard. It's not easy to
Yeah.
make thousands of people sing your songs, to
Yeah.
get millions of people to actually know and recognize you and understand your music and share the lyrics with you guys. So it's such a it literally, like you said, it literally gives you goosebumps to hear like that your moment has come and you have memories of these, you know, these incredible moments that I know for
Mhm.
sure you guys have also other goals, you know, you have different
Yeah.
stuff in the future. But it's really not easy what you guys have accomplished. It's really remarkable.
Papa.
Yeah, it's not very easy, but we're working on it. You know, like we have a big plans for Magnus Haven and for all the people supporting us. You know,
Yeah. It's amazing. Hi, Louise. Welcome back.
I'm so
welcome back,
sorry,
bro.
guys. Like
It's
Rajih
okay.
said,
Back.
here in the Philippines sucks.
Nah, don't apologize. It's
Dude,
fine.
one time I think I can't remember who we were doing a podcast with.
McCoy.
We're doing a podcast with McCoy. You know,
Cortado.
he plays the guitar for KZ
And Sarah.
and
Yeah.
Sarah Geronimo, and we were just talking and stuff like that, and then the power went off
In his house.
in his house, just like this, boom, and then he comes back on and he tells us, Ephra, this happens every so often here in the Philippines. Don't worry, no need to be worried about me. And I'm like, whoa. But back home, guys, like where we're from in Venezuela, we would have power cuts
Mhm.
in for like weeks.
For weeks. Like we could literally be like, today we're fine, and then the power would be off, and it won't come back
Mhm.
until next week. Like no light,
Oh.
literally
Yeah,
for
so
like a whole week.
so no one had Facebook, bro. Everyone had like just books.
Bro, I will not survive.
Just books.
Like
Yeah,
books.
yeah.
No, like no.
But I think that's
internet for
better.
2 days.
Just books.
No, I don't think it's that better. Like honestly,
You know?
no, because it was so hot as well back home, like 34, 30 degrees, and like
Mhm.
there's no air conditioning anywhere, and it was horrible. It's
Horrendous.
terrible, yeah. So I feel you guys, it's fine.
No worries. No
No
stress.
need to apologize.
No stress at all. There was something Bale and I were discussing earlier about, especially because I think some people might be familiar, obviously, with a lot of your Wish Bus performances. And one of the questions that we get asked often is specifically for bands like you guys that are at a great level, music-wise. What is it like performing in such an environment like the Wish Bus, which
So
is, you know,
small and so delicate.
yeah, everything, it picks up every detail. You know, we
Yeah.
spoke to JR and he was like, dude, it's so hard because those mics pick up everything.
Mm.
And like,
Mhm.
and the quality of the audio and the equalization is brilliant, but it's not easy to perform in a radio environment. So what was it like to perform in the Wish Bus for you guys?
Well, it's more
Raj.
nerve wracking by that time because when we perform Imahe on a bit in a Wish Bus, it's live on air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to sing it, like we have to perform it very clean, you know.
One take,
There's
one
no
go.
room for errors by that time. So
Yeah.
when Wish messaged us about we're gonna upload this video, I can't sleep. Because I don't know what is the outcome of that video. I don't know if our music is good or fine or not so good. But when I hear that song,
You just hear
God bless us.
Indeed, God bless us all. Oh my God, I think it was one of those performances that really shows the chemistry in the band, like
Mhm.
how tight you guys are together. Because like we have a live performance background, the both of us. We used to be in a band when we were younger, and we did a lot of live performances and radio and TV when we were younger. So when I see people on those settings, I get nervous for them. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is hard
It's not
work.
easy.
And now
Can
that
we hear some sample
yeah,
from
sure,
you two? Let's go.
yeah, sure.
Let's go, Raj.
No.
No,
The
what
fact
the-
the fact that we can't move at all
Yeah.
inside that bus, like we're singing this way, and it's hard for me to sing like sitting.
yeah.
You know, I wanna sing like
Standing
standing.
up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
And
totally
when
feel
we did the wish bus, that was our first wish bus, and I think we were just starting as Magnus Haven that time, and we were like, the fuck are we even doing the right thing here? Yeah, yeah, it was
I
so
love
nerve
that.
wracking, like Raji said earlier. It was
Yeah,
so
no,
nerve wracking.
I totally believe you though. And now that you said that it was live, that it was aired live in the moment, oh my
Yeah.
God, I am,
Yeah.
oh,
And
my
the
respect.
AC,
Well done.
the aircon, it's
Yeah.
very cold inside.
Yeah,
No, it's crazy.
What about you guys performing like drumming and sort of bass playing and what was it like
With instruments?
instruments wise in there?
it was kind of a whole new experience because we were so used to performing live with real time amplifiers that you can
Mhm.
hear
Mm-hmm.
behind you, but this one's different.
Mm-hmm.
You can only hear it like it works like an in-ear monitoring system, so
Yeah.
you can only hear instruments through your
In ear.
front,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, front in-ear. And like I said, we weren't sure what we were doing, if we were doing nice, so we just we just prayed. Actually, we literally prayed. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, you fucking killed it. I think you know that by now. It was
Well, thanks, man.
yeah, it was class. But it is true. I think that's why I love asking, specifically bands like you guys who have been in that environment, radio environment, not just Wish. Wish is amazing at what they do. They're brilliant. But radio itself is very tough to perform in. And it's when you see performances like you guys where everyone did great and it was amazing, everyone thinks it's easy.
It's
Well, what the
not.
fuck? It's not.
It's
It's not easy
not.
at all in there.
No, no, no.
It's so rough.
Yeah.
It's so rough, But
But it's not easy singing the whole song in just one take,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's recorded. Well, the instruments and our voice, our harmonies should be like as one.
Intact. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
as one.
tight. Yeah.
Very hard.
yeah, it's
Like
Yeah.
angels, no? Charot.
It's
Yeah, we
great
couldn't
though.
imagine practicing like, I don't know, 6 hours a day or maybe 8 hours a day
wow.
It
a
Well,
week
makes
not to
before
brag.
the performance.
Well,
That's
not to brag
how,
our band.
sense.
yeah.
Not to brag our band, but when we sing Imahe live now, we don't need to practice.
You already know it so well. But it's
Like we
fun
can
It
though.
became one of your songs, right? One of those songs that
yeah,
just kind of clicked.
yeah, we can perform that song even we're sleeping.
Yeah, no, but I totally understand that because there are certain songs that just become part of you, like
Yeah.
and the arrangements and the harmonies and everything just simply
That's
clicks
true.
into place. So I totally get it. I
Becomes a
like that.
second nature type of thing. It's very
Yeah,
weird.
That's my second nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's so cool. Tell me a little bit about how did the band form? Like what like how did you guys like say, "Oh, we're going to be a band. That's it."
Well,
We'll
it
talk
all
about the name. We'll talk about the name later because I think you have one of the
uh-huh.
best names
Yeah.
band wise
Is it?
in the world. I
They're
really do.
cool. It's cool.
Is
Dude,
it now?
Think about that. Magnus Haven, dude. What a fucking sick name. Think about
It's
that.
sick.
Well, that's actually a good thing you said because a lot of people here in the Philippines, they think Magnus Haven. The fuck is that name? What does that even mean?
It's so cross.
Yeah.
It's
So
awesome.
every time we go to an interview, David always explains it. This is the meaning of Magnus Haven, blah blah blah, blah, so that we don't get people confused. So,
Okay.
but yeah, well, we started. First of all, we started 4 years ago when I
Okay.
first met Ray, and then we formed an acoustic duo. Back then, we didn't know. I didn't know Raji, Sean, or David, and then we got into applying into a talent agency.
Okay.
And the twist here was we weren't applying to be singers. We were applying to become actors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But then
That's
as soon as we
true.
arrived, in the office, Sean was there. We didn't know him back then, and he was singing too with some other people. And then when we auditioned, we didn't pass the audition for the actor for the acting.
Okay.
And then the our manager now said, why don't you form a band? And
Wow.
then that's where it all started. It's sort of an accident, but it turned out to be very well for the five of us. And then later on, Raji came and auditioned, and David came and auditioned, and then the rest is history. That's how Magnus Haven was formed.
Well,
That is cool.
David and me and David are competitors.
Ah, look
Because
at
they
that.
auditioned the same day.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
compete on that same day. Like we auditioned for vocalist only for being a vocalist of the band.
At the
Right.
same
But
time.
fortunately, luckily, we got together.
That's cool.
They got the
That's
gig.
You
Yeah.
got the
got the
gig.
gig.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, I got the job. I love that.
And I'm so glad you did, dog.
Yeah, honestly, that is pretty cool. A shame that David has gone again, but I would love to hear like from each one of you what was it like on the first time that you got together to play together? Like how was it for everybody?
Sean.
Well, for me, it's so awesome, you know. Yeah, that's it. It's awesome.
That's it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, a
It
man
was
of
pretty
few
awesome.
words, but powerful ones.
I agree. I'm pretty sure it was awesome. But what about the rest of you?
Oh, our
When we
first,
okay,
go ahead, bro.
I
Go.
you go.
Go man, go.
Uh, well, when before we perform on our first live performance with launching as Magnus Haven,
Okay.
we got stuck like 1 week, consecutive 6 days in one room, just
Okay.
to to internalize, to
Correction. One room with no Wi-Fi or no
with
television
no
at all.
Wi-Fi, with no TV, television.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh
Just
my
an acoustic
God.
guitar.
Yeah, and beer.
And beer. Good.
And beer, of course.
That,
And,
that's clever.
and that is our preparation for that big event, which is our launching of Magnus Haven. Well,
Debut
it
sort of
it
thing.
it sucks, but I believe that we finally get the opportunity, or our music, like stuck in one room
Mm.
Yeah.
and just playing the guitar, jamming to each other.
Yeah.
Like that's good.
Yeah, I no, I can see that. I think it's a bit extreme of a
Strategies just being
yeah,
stuck in a room, but it worked.
but it works though because that means that you get really tight. Like I understand why you guys are
Mm-hmm.
so tight.
Yeah,
What
and the
about
the
yeah?
funny thing about our first week being together as a band is that we were listening to different genres, right? Right, Raj. So Raj is into R and
Yeah,
B. Sean is into the OPM, more in
Okay.
the OPM scene. Ray is into like Tupac, Chris Brown.
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, pre. Since
Yeah,
since high school, I've been listening to their Chris Brown song, Taiga, Wiz Khalifa,
yeah,
Lil
Tyga.
Wayne, Bruno Mars. I don't know, but I like their music.
Yeah, it's cool.
Ray, you and I are friends, dog. We listen to the same music.
And I'm into more, the classic like the Beatles or Oasis,
Okay.
Nice.
and then when we were talking about what our first song or the genre that we're going to go through, the path that we're going to lead, we were arguing, the five of us. So no, let's do R&B. No, you can't do that. You should do rock. You should do well. You should put some rap on it.
Look at Ray. Look at
But
Ray.
yeah. But in the end, when we talk for like 1 or 2 hours, we just agreed that we should go to this path, which is Imahe should be our first song. And then I'm proud that we didn't make a mistake.
No,
It's
think
like a magical process that the five of us agreed
Yeah.
into one genre.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I was gonna ask that as well. How
So not to cut you off, but I think someone was gonna say something. I don't know what. Didn't want to interrupt your
Reg?
train of thought. Was it Reg or was it Ray? Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Sorry.
Apologies.
I was just saying, like, how did you guys agree to come up with a concept of Magnus Haven, because it is very peculiar, because it's a alternative rock band, but it's really easy to listen to, and it's chill. It could be pop, but it's not. And how do you guys come up with that? Like, that's cool.
Probably because of the different genres you guys
Genre.
all listen to, right?
Yeah.
It's probably where it came from. But I'd love to hear your kind of there's such a peculiar path.
It's dope.
It worked.
Well, we have different genres, yeah, and we want to explore more about music. 'Cause a lot, we're not in the same ear. We have different tastes of
Styles.
music,
Yeah.
style of
That's
music.
true. That's true.
So
That is
we
true.
want to make a sound or a music that will people will understand us, or people will relate to our music.
Good job. You did.
That's
You did perfect.
that's actually one of the main points, or one of the main reasons why we agreed on releasing Imahe as our first single, is that we don't need we don't need to do this song just for the benefit of the five of us, but we also
Mhm.
need to do this, or we need to release this song, this particular song, so that people would understand us.
That's cool. That's fantastic.
So
I
is it
think
fair? Is it fair to say then that Imahe lyrics wise, it's also a story that applies to all of you?
Yeah.
Oh, you should
Well,
ask our bass
everyone.
player, Ray. He wrote Imahe.
Because the lyrics is wonderful. You know, we had to go obviously
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the translation, but it's and I don't know how much gets lost when it gets translated and stuff like that. You know, but yeah, maybe a little kind of like. Oh God, are you guys listening to that? Look, the neighbors are starting to fucking pound on the wall.
Yeah.
crazy.
I think it stopped. I hope to God. But yeah, a little kind of background on the story of the lyrics, because it seemed to resonate with all of you then to be chosen as your debut song.
Because you know the story, Raji. You will tell the story. And thank you for saving me, brother.
No, it's okay. He left. No, tell us about the.
Raj.
Well, the song is literally about Ray, our bassist,
Okay.
Okay.
because he wrote that song.
Oh wow.
Well, I think he wrote that song when he and her girlfriend are still together.
Oh, okay.
He's very like overthinker, like he knows that it will not work. So he tried to wrote that song, and he just wanted to sing that song to that girl, but
Okay.
but now everyone sings that. So I believe that
Everybody,
Ray
it's part of the
is,
story.
yeah, that's a childhood bucket list check
Yes.
for Ray.
Turned out to be one of the national anthems for the people who are brokenhearted, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely, I think it's amazing. You know, I'm a believer of the idea of the right person at the wrong time, or the right time but not the right person type of moment. And I feel like Imahe really tackled that really nicely, lyrics wise. You know, I wonder what is it like for you, Ray, that you obviously wrote it. What is it like, you know, having that part of you, so like being a part of everybody else as well?
Because it's something so personal, right? But at the
Yeah.
same time, it became so public.
Yeah. How's it feel like?
Let's go, Ray. Let's go, brother.
He is fixing something in his camera.
Okay.
I can't hear you guys. I can't hear you.
Oh,
You
you
can't
can't hear
hear
us.
Wait,
us.
wait, wait, wait.
That's okay. It's okay. Oh, that's
Choppy,
okay.
choppy.
Oh my God, this
Louis,
is a little. This is the construction
Louis.
Construction
downstairs.
downstairs.
The
I know, I
internet.
know, I know. Go,
Crazy.
Luis.
I'm so sorry, honestly.
On behalf of
It's
Ray,
okay.
go, Louis.
Okay, so if you guys would like to tell me, I don't know.
Because I don't know if Ray can actually hear us yet,
Yeah.
or if he's
I
trolling.
think I think I'll speak for Ray if I would think that when it became public, the song became public. I think it means compliment, not only for him but for the rest of us. Because becoming the song becoming public only means that we are doing a good job in doing songs. So I think that's to be fair, that's one of the best things that you can say.
Yeah.
It's a compliment actually.
That's awesome. I like that approach. It's because like I said, it's something so personal, and
It became,
and
and it's so interesting. I find that with music, and maybe that's why, perhaps that's why you guys have so different taste in genres. But there's a specific type of music that resonates with me that may not resonate with my sister, with Waleska,
yeah.
or may not resonate with you. But I think at the end of the day, the music that we kind of seem to resonate or listen to is the music that also represents a part of us in
Yeah.
some way. And I
Yeah.
think that's why probably Imahe became so popular. And other of your songs have become so popular because they have this odd capability of putting into words what I can feel, but I don't know how to express, which is really
Yeah.
odd.
We didn't expect this at all. Like the Imahe will like rise up, but we want this to happen. We wanted this to happen
Yeah, of
before
course we
yeah
won't neglect that. Of course, we
yeah
want it to happen.
we just like play that song in front of like 10 persons, like 10 people inside the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're pleasing them, and we're begging them to please hear us, hear our song, please appreciate us. But
Yeah.
now, like, everyone's singing that song, and uh
And
well,
and trust
we
me, man,
we
this is
made a history. Yeah, you know.
no, and trust me, I feel like I'm so interested, and so looking forward to kind of the release of your album and seeing what
Mhm.
comes after, because I really just think that it's just the beginning. Like I see you guys as being able to have so many more stories like
Right.
Imahe and so many more singles like that kind of become anthems and everyone's singing them. And if dude, even people here in London, kind of like the people here in London, there's a big Filipino community. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and even some of them drop us messages like here in
No
London. They're
way.
like, dude,
Yeah.
I can't believe Magnus Haven. I love their songs. I've been playing them on repeat. And
Uh,
I know they're gonna go crazy with this podcast.
Oh man, that's the dream.
Well, there you go. You guys are international.
Yeah, you
Sorry
are. I mean,
guys, sorry
definitely,
guys,
dude.
sorry guys. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry guys.
Hi, Ray. Welcome
Hi.
back.
Sorry
Oh my
guys.
God. Can you hear us fine now?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
I
That's
love
good.
Ray.
I love him. I'm back. Yeah. Dude.
Hopefully we get David back.
Yeah.
Before
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully we get David back before our neighbors decide to torn down the whole fucking neighborhood.
Like, what's interesting though? I was wondering, what is it like to write songs apart from Imahe that you wrote it, Ray? But I was just wondering what it's like for the other singles that like. Do you guys get together and write together, or how is the writing process? Because from music, that like the musicality of your songs are brilliant, but then you also have the lyricism. Like, do you guys get together and write, or
Yeah, what's the process like? Yeah.
Right.
Ray, siguro.
they're asking you, Ray.
well,
Oh,
no,
no,
anyone,
anyone,
anyone.
it's fine, it's fine.
I was just saying overall.
Overall.
Yeah.
You-
Well, the process is like this. Before we used to like we said earlier, we used to sleep in one house in one room before. But as we went further, the process went for example, Ray wrote a song. He would share it to David first,
Okay.
and then they're both gonna work on the lyrics. And then once it's like kind of like a Lennon McCartney tandem actually,
I see.
two of them, yeah. And once they think that the song is finished, and then we're gonna have a meeting about it. We're going to see each other into a band rehearsal studio. Then we would rehearse the song, and then one thing or another later, we just finish a song. We never knew.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Is that
Of
usually
course,
how it
everyone
happens?
helps.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, nowadays it becomes a bit more challenging because we can't see each other face to face, like unlike before. Like, oh hey, I wrote this song. Let's go to the studio tomorrow. But nowadays, no, because we have to here in the Philippines, we need to get some kind of a travel pass.
Yeah.
So if we came from the province and then we're gonna go to the
Main
metro,
city. Yeah.
yeah, so we need to schedule, and that's I think one of the challenges in writing our songs right now, in constructing and producing some
Yeah.
songs right now.
And you're in the middle of producing an album, right? So very interesting.
That's very difficult. You guys are, my God, I can't wait to hear the finished product. You guys are gonna totally kill it. Because in adversity, I feel like creativity really rises up. Like you could really see it, especially in this world pandemic that has affected so many people. But music and art and um, you know, the whole creative aspect of
Yeah.
the world has really flourished
Yeah.
in a really weird way though. Like, so I'm really excited to hear what you guys are gonna your finished product's gonna be like.
Yes, and I believe people find ways nowadays to do what they want to do what they love to do. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping that once we finished working on our album and we finally released it, we can get another interview from you guys.
Yes,
dude,
absolutely.
just let me know. Yeah, just text when you
And you
got.
guys are questioning us about our genre.
Yeah.
When we release that album, you're gonna hear a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh,
genre.
yeah, that's another
Hey.
thing that we wanted to discuss because I think that album has no genre at all. I mean,
Oh,
That's
interesting.
nice.
it's
That's so cool. It's all over
it's
the
like
place.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
all of-
that's cool. You know what? I think that's so awesome because
Vale's gonna love it straight away.
I listen. I am. I'm really. My music taste is really experimental. I like alternative music but I have very different taste when it comes to music. Like I listen to salsa and then I'm listening to R&B
yeah.
and then I'm
Yeah.
like it's really
Oh, really?
random. Yeah. So
Yeah. Mhm.
when you get an album that kind of fits into so many different genres, dude, I feel happy. I'm like, yes, I don't have to go anywhere else. I love that. So props to you guys. I already like it.
All right.
Thank
We,
you.
we don't have album name yet, right?
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
going to name it
We're
Waleska.
still working on it.
That's good.
That'll be funny.
Refra.
Everything.
But that's
It's
kind of
everything.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
And spoiler alert to our listeners,
Go on.
someone is going to rap in this album,
No
which is the
way.
first time.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Hey,
god!
don't spoil it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
That's okay.
no,
He
it's bad.
didn't say names.
I
He
mean,
didn't say names.
for the yeah, for the fan
Shut your
ones,
mouth,
we're also
please.
excited. Oh, why are you
Sean is like,
reacting?
shut
I
your
didn't
mouth,
say
shut up.
anything.
Stop.
He's giving a clue. He's giving a clue.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, let's drop that there because if I want to start guessing, and I
No,
think
no,
I'm
no,
gonna guess
stop it.
correctly, but I'm not gonna guess.
Stop it. Stop.
So I actually was gonna ask you, have you thought about doing like like rap or maybe like some Latino influenced songs,
Ooh.
stuff like that? Have you ever thought of doing like a complete random mix of stuff? Apart from just alternative or I don't know if you guys might be doing rock in this album or I
Who
don't know.
knows?
Who
The
knows?
rock in the album.
Yeah,
Huh?
Waleska, who knows?
Who knows, right?
Just wait.
Well, I don't
believe
want to
that
say
they're gonna
much.
react on
I
that.
don't want to
Okay.
say
Right,
anything
fair enough.
anymore.
Fair enough. I think it's fair. I think it's okay.
I might. Yeah.
Tony's like, your guys are talking too much.
Yeah. Sean is about to
Oh,
kill
yeah.
old dude. He's like, you.
Yeah, zip it.
I
Well,
love that.
you were saying how people in the moment, dude, like especially during lockdown and quarantine, they're finding a way to do what they love, regardless of difficulties. I think one of the things that I was really surprised about was how many people picked up hobbies and picked up being more active and picked up maybe playing an instrument, maybe writing. What has been like your way of coping through the whole quarantine for each one of you guys? Maybe you picked up yoga. I don't know.
Well, personally,
What about you, Raj?
I became a TikToker. If you know TikTok.
A TikToker, yeah?
Nice.
Yeah, I became a TikToker. But I started having my diet when it's quarantine. Well, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
over. Don't worry, it's over.
It's over now.
It's all right, done it. I
But don't
tried
worry.
it.
But yeah, I discovered a lot of things in me that I didn't do before.
Mm.
Like
Nice.
staying in inside my room like 24 hours. I can't do that before. But it's struggle, but I can live with my computer in front of me, my phone. Now it's kind of struggle, but it's cool. It's challenging, you know.
So you're the social guy. You like to be
Yeah,
outside
I'm a
yeah.
social guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I always be the extrovert one.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
right.
you and I gotta
You
go
guys,
clubbing, dog.
yeah, I know. I miss.
Yeah.
Oh my
Don't
God,
don't
what did you say?
Have you
if only it's
you
if
mentioned
only
it.
it's all allowed.
have you ever been to London? You haven't been to.
Oh, I want.
You want
I
to?
want.
I'll
If
take
you're
you. I'll
going
take you out.
to take me there,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
no,
yes.
Yeah, I'll,
you'll pay the ticket, right? The visa.
yeah, I'll fly you out. No stress, man. But you gotta promise you're gonna go hard when we go clubbing in London.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
You go sort of.
What
You're not
about
gonna
Sean?
regret it.
Nah, nah, nah,
See?
nah. I get the
You
feeling.
pay the worth, you know.
I love that.
Uh,
What about Sean? What about your like? What was your discovery of like hobby or
Well, a hobby.
something new throughout the
Well,
quarantine?
I
Antito.
just play games, online games.
Online games. Let's go.
Yeah,
Nice,
that's it.
nice.
Yeah.
No sleeping schedule. We can play games all night. That's
Yes,
cool.
yes. Until 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I don't know what's been happening, but ever since the lockdown, I've caught this weird sleep pattern where I go to bed at 4 a.m., wake up at like 12, and then get super energized at nighttime again. And then I start working out at nighttime. And then
Oh my God.
I'm like awake, and then I go to bed at 5 a.m. and then I repeat. It's horrendous.
How do you get out of that loop?
Yeah.
That's my question.
Well, that's the sign that I will go to London. Well, 9 p.m. is my morning.
Let's go, brother. Let's go.
What
10 p.m.
about
is your morning.
And the party will start like 3 a.m.
10,
Let's go.
3.
yeah? It's crazy. You guys will get along so well. Listen,
Oh,
Yeah, dude, the clubbing scene here is intense, bro.
it
They
is.
don't. They never stop. Sometimes it's a bit too much, actually. Like you go clubbing. You go out like at 9, right? 10, and then maybe you were at pre-drinks. You were like in a party. Then you go clubbing. You enter the club 12, 1. Then 1 to 3 or 4,
It's like
and then
inside the
someone
club.
calls you, and then they're like, "Hey, bro,
After party.
after party 4 a.m. at mine."
After
hey, bro, I love club hopping.
It's like I'm on it.
I'm like, dude, but I'm fucking tired, bro. It's like, come on, man. There's a sofa here. You can sleep here. All right, let's do it.
Let's
You know what I mean?
What
That's so
about
cool.
you, Luis? What about your hobbies throughout the quarantine?
I also tried doing diet, but it didn't work out because food here in the Philippines is so tempting.
I don't blame
Yeah.
you, dude. You got the yummiest food ever. I love your food.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you. But
Filipino food.
yeah, last week, last 2 weeks ago, I started uh working out. Try to work out again because oh no, I can't say it. No, I
No,
can't.
you
No,
can
sorry, I can't say the reson why. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Oh yeah, but yeah,
oh, I know why. I think I know why. But all right, fine.
Don't say
We'll move on. We'll
anything.
move on.
but yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Sean is gonna throw a chancla at us.
Yeah. Can I throw a
Yeah, but-
spoon?
Recently, I also got addicted into playing
Game.
online games like Sean. Actually, he's the one who influenced me into buying a laptop
Oh, yeah?
and playing games. Yeah, so
Nice.
yeah.
What
I
have you
think
been playing?
is this a good idea? I mean, yeah, but yeah, thanks to him, I've also been staying up until probably 7 a.m. and then waking up at 1
But
p.m.
What are
And
you
then
guys playing
was
that
repeat-
keeps you up all night?
Hey, what have you been playing?
Like Valorant.
Valorant,
What's
yeah.
Valorant?
Sorry, I didn't catch that because they're working with machines downstairs. What was it?
Valorant.
Ah,
It's
Valorant.
Valorant.
It's
Valorant.
an online game. Yeah.
Oh, right,
Ah,
right.
cool. What is it
Shooting
like?
Like
game.
Like a
like
shooting game?
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's like
Ah,
Fortnite. Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like Fortnite.
You know, it's funny because it was Waleska who asked the question, but she's the one that knows least about gaming.
I I'm
Dude,
so bad
she
at
still thinks,
games.
Valeska still thinks. You guys remember Counter Strike? That old
Yes, of
game.
course.
Yeah,
Oh,
Vale thinks that's still a thing right now.
Yep.
Vale thinks that's the hot game right now.
Okay, don't blame me. Listen, I'm a 90s baby, okay? I grew up in the 2000s. That's it.
No, like Counter Strike is still
Hey.
hard though. I still play it right
Yeah,
now.
it's lit, of course.
It's still hard.
No, it's crazy. I think for me throughout the quarantine, I think for me it was like the hardest moment for me. I've never worked more, you know? Like
Mhm.
online, I've never worked more.
Yeah, because of YouTube, it was so weird. Like I noticed that with her, like you know these YouTubers, people like her, uh, they never. It's so weird when you have, and you probably found this out as well when you're writing at home or when you're practicing at home on your own. It's so hard to differentiate work from home
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
then you mix both, and then you're always
Mhm.
working or you're never working or you're
Mhm.
never relaxing but you're always working, and it's a
It's hard
weird
to find a
mix.
balance. How did you guys cope with that? Because you're in the middle of of producing a
Album.
new album, but you're all at home in separate, different like places and atmospheres. Like everything works differently in each home. So I was just wondering how did you guys differentiate? Okay, now it's time to work. Now I can relax. Like how are you coping?
Well, well, when we're at home, like we're resting, we're
Mhm.
resting. But we like going to our recording studio. We have to like schedule like one week to plan for this song.
In advance for
Okay.
it.
Yeah, we are planning songs, making songs when we're together. So
All right.
that's not like
It's not too difficult for you
struggle.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that
And
difficult.
and we basically don't record serious stuff in our home. We just record, for example, demo songs, and then
Uh,
later on we will sit on it once we see each other again in person, at the studio. But at home, it's just resting, playing video games, and
Vibes.
Mhm.
doing some or recording some
That's
demos.
our
But
rest day.
yeah,
that's
rest
dope.
day.
Nice.
Not much serious. Just
Okay.
demos.
I like that. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys can find a balance like that. It's important though. I feel like for the creative process, I think it's important to have this is my workplace. This is where I get creative. This is where I meet everybody, get our ideas together,
Mm.
consolidate something. I think that's so important because you get really rooted songs. You get really rooted music out of that. So props to you guys. Amazing. Well done.
Yeah.
I would kill for that though. Like this is the workspace, this is my living room, and this is my room. I don't
Well,
get
I feel you.
that.
Like I study online, so it's
Uh-huh.
very difficult for me. Like comparing to like face to face
Mm,
with my professor or in front of the camera. It's
yeah.
very hard for me to adjust.
Mm.
What are
So
you
I feel
studying?
hmm?
What are you studying?
I'm picking up like business management.
Nice, cool.
Damn.
That's pretty cool. Sounds hard.
And it sounds hard.
It
Yeah.
does. I took up arts, dude. That's what I did. It was like, oh, go to uni, huh? I'm gonna do art.
That's you. That's you. Like
Yeah.
you're born for arts, for the arts.
Well,
So
So
I guess.
let me ask you then this, fellas. What's you've accomplished a lot, and I know you have so many more goals. What are those goals as a collective for Magnus Haven for the future? Obviously, one of the big ones is the album, of course. But
mhm.
what is like the next goal for you guys that you have in mind?
Mm-hmm.
What are the goals?
Yeah.
Well, for me personally, even though I think it's kind of bit impossible, but I want Magnus Haven to be known or recognized internationally. I want Magnus Haven to go to London and be able to perform there, and that people will cheer us, not just in London, but in all different parts of the world. And of course, I want Magnus Haven to be back in live gigs. I mean,
Yeah.
not just Magnus Haven, but every musicians or bands, artists in the world. That's the main goal.
Mm.
Mm.
That's for me.
It's
I
a,
feel that.
it's a formidable goal, man. And by
Yeah.
the way, I don't feel it's impossible,
I don't
brother.
think it's impossible either.
I think I actually feel, and I, again, love to hear your thoughts on this, but because of the era that we're on right now with the whole online thing, I feel
Mhm.
like that goal, maybe before, 10, 15, 20 years ago, what's basically very difficult.
Untouchable.
We,
Yeah.
Yes.
we've seen this in other industries, like, for example, the Korean industry with the whole K-pop thing.
Mhm.
It wasn't as impactful as it is now because the online world has changed the game, the music game. French music is now popular all over the world.
Mhm.
We're getting French artists here in London selling out, man, like O2 arenas, selling O2 studios.
And like the language is not a barrier.
It's not a barrier
anymore.
anymore. So I really think that if it's going to happen, it's going to happen now because
In the next few years.
in the
for
next few
sure.
years because it's the time to do it in. And I feel truly with my heart that if anyone's going to be able to do that as a band, Magnus Haven's one of the ones that is most likely to. Because melodically wise, I'm not being nice, it just makes sense.
Thanks, man.
Melodically
It does though.
it's catchy. It's like you don't even have to understand the language first to get carried away with the melody, and then once you translate the lyrics, or maybe you start singing in Tagalog even though you don't really know it,
Literally.
you're like, what the fuck?
Like, that's what happened to us. We started listening to Imahe, and like the first time we watched it, we were in the channel. We were like, "Wow, this is amazing! We love it." 3 days later, we're singing along to it. We don't speak Tagalog, you know.
I mean, we
It
weren't
was-
probably speaking Tagalog, we're probably speaking gibberish, but you get what I mean.
But we were
Gibberish,
trying.
yeah.
But we're trying. So
it's funny.
it's not impossible, brother. Not
Yeah.
impossible.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. It's very nice for you to say, and I'm
Forward.
very much we are very much hoping that this interview or podcast that we're doing right now could be our first stepping stone on becoming recognized
Oh, I don't
We
see
hope-
as
we
why
hope
an
so too,
not.
man.
international band.
We got our fingers
Very
crossed for
much.
you.
Yes,
you
fingers
guys.
crossed. Yeah. Thank you,
Honestly.
thank you.
And whenever your new album drops, let us
Yeah, yeah.
know.
Welcome
We'll
back
get you
anytime,
back
man.
in.
And-
You can
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about freely about the songs and the experience of making it freely. Like, we don't have to hold back on anything.
And I can finally spill the beans.
Exactly.
Nobody would, yeah.
The beans will be spilled, but I think we're gonna have to wait for that.
Yeah. Dude, I
No,
think
but
it's
continuing on. Sorry, all of you guys, kind of like your goals personally as a band, and then also personally for the future.
Well, my goal is the same with Luis. I want to perform internationally. Like um people will sing our song even though they don't understand it.
like we
Right?
do.
So my goal is to go to London. Well, my London is my favorite country.
It's your favorite
I
city.
don't know, but yeah, I want to go there. I want to perform in front of foreigners, not Asians, but I know that people will recognize us through our music. So that's my goal.
That's awesome. I think it's totally an accessible goal for everybody. That for real, like
Nowadays,
especially
man,
the online world opens so many doors, and you guys are doing an amazing job with your music, and you deserve all recognition for sure. Tell us, Sean, what is your dream like as in the few years to come?
not a dream, a goal.
A goal. There you go. Freaking hell.
Yeah. We're the same, we five are having the same goals.
Okay.
Nice. That's cool because that means the whole band's moving
The right
towards the
yeah.
same place.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. I like that.
Do you guys have some English songs? Have you thought about making some English songs?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna
no
wait
more.
for that.
No more.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was
Alright,
about to
stop.
say it again, but then fuck.
Oh my god, we know who to push to give us information now.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
And that's you, Sean. Oh no, not Sean. It's me.
Um,
Sean would actually hit you.
Yeah.
I think Sean would hit me if I asked too many questions with a spoon.
Yeah.
But well, lads, again, you're welcome back anytime. And I mean, it's a bit of a shame that David is not here
And like
Ray's
we
left
lost Ray as
because of
well.
the internet.
Like we said, guys, we're so sorry about the internet connection
no, no.
It's
here.
okay. It's okay.
Don't worry, we're go there. We're go there.
Yeah, you're coming. You're
Absolutely.
coming
Going
here.
there.
And you're gonna have Venezuelan food when you come round.
We're gonna have
That's-
London food
That's what
and
we
then
would
Venezuelan
love to
food.
do.
Yeah. And honestly,
More like Venezuela food.
you like Venezuelan food, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
Very, very similar. It's actually very similar.
Yes,
to,
yes.
Filipino food.
Very similar.
Filipino food.
But we're gonna have your food too. You bring your food.
Yeah. The classic
Good idea.
adobo.
Yeah.
Or
Oh my
lechon.
god. I love
Lechon.
adobo and lechon. And oh my god, give me a halo halo anytime. Love it. So
Even
good,
though
you
it's
guys.
3 degrees
Yeah.
there, huh?
Yeah, we love it. Honestly, it hits home for me. Like the flavors, the way you cook and everything. It's very similar to how we do it in Venezuela, and I love it.
No, I think that's probably why we probably landed on the ginormous Filipino industry of music, and why we listen to it so often in our own time.
Mhm.
It's because in an odd way it feels close to home. You know,
Mhm.
it's probably the closest music and the closest kind of like a culture that
Mm.
feels close
Yeah.
to like South America, and
The Latino culture and the Filipino culture because of being colonized by Spain, the both of us.
Yeah.
probably why. Yeah.
There are
Mhm.
so many, but so many similarities. It feels so homely, you know? It
Yeah,
feels
I feel like I'm just hanging out with family, like you know what I mean, like
Literally.
just some friends from like I don't know down the road or something, you know.
not the whole half a world away.
Yeah. But again, lads, you're welcome back anytime. Again, a bit of a shame
Thank
that
you.
David is not here and
We lost
Ray
Ray as well.
went off with his iconic lines. But yeah, just let us know when the album is about to release. Do share with people right now where they can follow you and your latest release, and maybe if you wanna. I mean, I don't know if you have a date yet for the album, but if you wanna share something with people listening and viewing, this is the time.
Go.
Yes,
please.
again, guys. I want to thank you guys for having Magnus Haven, and you could follow us on our social media accounts on Facebook, facebook.com/Magnus Haven, as well as on Instagram, Twitter, and of course,
We don't
follow
have
or
Twitter. It's
subscribe.
hacked. Our Twitter was hacked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sad to say our Twitter was hacked, so I guess
Oh,
no more
Jesus.
Twitter for
No.
now. Yeah, our Twitter was hacked, so I
Dang
don't
it.
know.
Oh
I
no.
know.
But we're working on it. The tech team is working on it,
Okay.
and but do subscribe on our YouTube account.
Yep.
And for more details, you could follow us on Facebook, because that is
Okay.
where we release some new details on the album. I'm gonna give that to Rajih because I'm afraid I
No.
might say something.
We don't have a date yet on the album or a name yet, but
No
we'll
date, no name.
just let us know when you have maybe
No,
a
we
date.
have a name.
Sorry?
Waleska, right? It's a-
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be the name. Oh my god, I would die.
Yeah, she
Don't
would.
do that,
She
don't.
actually would.
I would actually.
And I'd like to have a sister, guys. So just think about that first. But everybody, yeah,
Magnus
just let
Haven.
us know when the album will release. We'll post it, we'll share and stuff like that, and then we'll have you back
Thank
when
you.
you guys release the album. More than happy to have you guys back. Everybody, Magnus Haven, man, good
Woo!
stuff, guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
thank
you
you.
guys.
you.
Take
Alright,
care.
peace out, man. Good
Bye
stuff, guys.
bye. Good luck with everything.